miss the true home of sports. Back here locally, of course, let's shift gears a little bit to the local Premier League, that's FKPL. And of course, Gor Mahia were held to a 1-1 draw by Police, as Kakamega Homeboys were also held to a draw by visiting Bandari. Raburu, looking at the results of the weekend, Gor Mahia are unbeaten, but they were held by Police, who have been newly promoted. And of course, Bandari also dropping points away. Your thoughts basically on the weekend results in the KPL, Raburu?
I think it was good. I like this year's, or rather this season, how it's shaping up, because it's not looking as predictable. Actually, the last two seasons, this one included and the last one, COVID notwithstanding, has not been predictable, and that's what I like about it. It's going to be very interesting, and it's very interesting also to see the results that Tusker is bringing. You know, last week we were like, okay, maybe they were focused on other things, but now, I mean, look at the results that they're posting. And remember, we've talked on this show a lot of times about how they are the ones who, so to speak, should be okay in terms of structure. They have the quality with Matano, they have the resources with the EABL, so they should be actually doing amazing. And they also have, a win, so they should have the mental capacity, they should have, they have the training facilities, they have everything basically to have a star squad, to get star results rather. But it doesn't seem to be happening. So it's going to be very interesting to see how everything goes down. As you can see the results there on the side. If you look at them, some of them you're kind of in shock. For Gor Mahia, like you said, unbeaten. Wacha, I will say this. I will borrow from one John Kianda. Manage your expectations. This time, I think we're going to have a surprise in terms of the KPL.
Zit, manage your expectation, Raburu tells Kianda, but let me hear from you. Ulinzi Stars are blowing hot and cold. They were held to a 2-2 draw by Talanta. What's going wrong? And maybe tie it up with the Tusker again, losing 3-0 to Kariobangi Sharks. These are the defending champions.
I think let's just start from the beginning. When Talanta and Police, when they finished the NSL, just came straight and the league started, the KPL league started. So they didn't have time to even gel with the new players from the one that they've already bought. So now I think it's the time that they are trying to focus now on the KPL. Now the players have gelled and they're trying to focus on KPL. And now I think the league is open. The team are like maybe a part with 1 point or 2 points. So I'm trying to tell Rabulo that Jaribu could cool down Kiasi, because it's too early to predict the league. And then about Ulinzi, I think they're doing good. They're still there because they're not. I think each and every team, they're still studying each team is studying each other. So I think it's too early to predict the KPL table for now.
Kianda, she believes it's too early, but look at Leopards again. They were mauled by Sofapaka, if you so wish. But again, Tusker, your friend Robert Matano, seem not to be doing so well.
I mean, if there is a coach who is under pressure now, it's Matano. Because he was given everything, every player that he wanted. They raided FC Leopards, they took some of the best players from Gor Mahia. I mean, they are struggling to gel. And they have a confederation assignment against Tunisian opponents. It's going to be very tough for them. I mean, Wazito FC hatastaki kuongelea. They've not won a match this season. The money bags, G-Pesa imefanya nini sasa. Look at Bandari. I think the minimum changes at Bandari is something that is helping them big time. They just continuing with the project. Zico alianza kidogo, na struggles kidogo, but he's picked up. Look at FC Leopards. Now I want to address FC Leopards. Manage your expectations. FC Leopards, if it doesn't go well, they will fight for relegation. I'm telling you the truth. FC Leopards will fight for relegation. And I blame the management. Gor in a struggle ndio. Lakini at least you can see management yao ina put in something. FC Leopards will fight for relegation. The relegation contenders, kudanganya. Because, I mean, they lost almost 17 players. I understand maybe their coach could be leaving. No. They're depending on youthful players. It is not bad, but it's too competitive to depend on youthful players, especially when the league is this competitive. For Police, let me give them time. They've signed good players. They have a good technical director. They took Ghost Mule, Bobby Ogola, understands the Kenya Premier League. Maybe this international break that is coming will give them time to gel. Because, I mean, some of the players actually signed until Wednesday last week. For Gor Mahia, I just have to say one thing. I didn't expect them to perform this way this season, but at least there's something positive from Gor Mahia compared to FC Leopards. Now, Swila, I just want to ask something. Football Kenya Federation and Kakamega Homeboys chairman, Cleophas Emmanuel, why is it always at Buhungu? Why? You saw what happened over the weekend. This is very shameful. I mean, juzi ndio mafans wamekubaliwa kurudi kwa uwanja. What are we seeing? As the home team, you are supposed to provide security. It is your home game. What is happening? There was a time they complained about, Poster Rangers complained about poor officiating at Buhungu. Yesterday we saw some hooliganism activities happening at Buhungu, and there was no police. I mean,
absolutely.
The stewards were not even.
The era of hooliganism, this was actually dogged out football for so long.
Yes.
Most of Gor Leopards, and we saw those bans with the stadium and all that. But this again, it's unfortunate what took place over the weekend. Up to now, we've not had a statement probably from the Federation. We are hoping the course of the day it's gonna come. But maybe, Raburu, if you can wrap up the issue of hooliganism, what we witnessed at the weekend at the Buhungu Stadium, your thoughts on this and probably the way forward?
Well, I think that it was believed that this is something of the past, but again, it seems that it is very hard to, I don't know if I want to call it teach an old dog new tricks. The old dog in this regard is the mindset of people when they go to some of these games. But however, that being said, it should not be condoned in any way, shape, or form. It should be condemned. It should never happen again. The question is, what is going to be put in place so that it doesn't happen again? Because it is a possibility with every game, whether you are the most elite, whether you're in Europe or wherever, there is a possibility with every game that things could turn. So how are you handling that? How are you putting, what are you putting in place so that in case things turn out to go the way you didn't expect, then you're able to contain? Because you see, when those players are there, when the players are there and the fans are there and everybody's there, they are the responsibility of someone. The buck should stop somewhere. FKF. The buck should stop. Everything should be ready. The security, everything should be in place for any eventuality. The same way you prepare a medical team to see for the players is the same way you should have security net in hands in case something like this happens. But again, for even just an appeal to the fans as you go and watch, let's maintain some sort of decorum.
As we wrap up KPL, Jepto, I'll give you 1 minute. City Stars seem to be doing very, very well. And maybe as you break it down, Lindsay will give us the graphics to sum it up. Do you think City Stars can go all the way and challenge for this title? They have been very solid this term.
As I said, it's still early to predict which team is going to be to be on the top. Even top 4 now, you can't predict it, because most of the time when a team starts very well, it is a time that maybe the players are very fatigued, or just something happens and it starts, like the performance starts going down. So I think for me now, I'll say they've started very well, very, very well. And then even the teams that they started very bad, they're trying to come up. And if they keep on the performance, they will be maybe top 3. I can't say they're going to take. They will go home with the league. Maybe top 3, but for now, prediction it's still early. So for me,
I mean,
because it is like what's the point that they've as I said, it's only 1-2 points behind each and every team. Of course, they are good. Their structure is very good. They have a very nice coach, and then the management, it's very nice now. So if they continue doing that, they will reach somewhere, but they cannot take the lead from me now.
Solid management, as she says. Nicholas Muyoti left Homeboys for City Stars, and of course, Ebrima Sane. In 1 second, actually, Brima was one of the star performers at the tail end of last season, and the coming in of Muyoti. Could it give them the impetus?
I said it. Any team that is continuing with their project, KCB, Bandari, Nairobi City Stars, these are the teams that are going to win this title. One of them will win. Tusk FC, too many changes might affect them. FC Leopards, Toa. Gor Mahia, they have that experience. I mean, they know how to win crucial games. So give them time. Nairobi City Stars, Korir is doing a fantastic job there. I mean, Muyoti understands the Kenya Premier League. Was it not for Corona? Pole Raburu. Was it not for Corona? Muyoti could have actually fought for the title in 2019. So he is a veteran coach. These youthful tacticians who are doing a great job. So for me, as much as you're saying it's too early, but from the results, any team, KCB, Nairobi City Stars, Bandari, these are the teams that are going to fight for this title. Tusk FC, sijui kama Matano atamaliza season, but he knows how to overcome.
But I think you blamed FC so much, because even the coach, when the league started, the coach said that this is the only team that it's only for performance, but they're not going to win. The point was very clear.
He's all but
FC.
Even up, actually.
You know, yeah, the point was very clear.
I'm not blaming the coach. I am telling FC Leopards fans, Vincent Atea, Mr. Fred Afune, these FC Leopards fans, I mean, FC Leopards will struggle big time. So don't put pressure. Don't put pressure on the players. FC Leopards will suffer.
The two can't agree, but Lindsay, if you can have the graphics, then we just move. Yeah, there's actually the summary of the weekend results. You see Sofapaka beating Ingwe, Ulinzi Stars, of course, 2-2. Sharks, of course, mauling Tusker, or gulping it if you so wish. Police, of course, holding Gor Mahia. So basically, it's turning out very, very interesting and very competitive. Big boys dropping points, small boys actually beating the big boys. And